Welcome back to a very jelly Christmas day 2. This is a short series of Christmas craft videos where I'm doing a Christmas craft every day up until Christmas Eve. Today I thought we'd help out those busy little elves by hanging out their washing.
To start, I designed some elf clothes, from underwear to dungarees, keeping the overall shapes fairly basic, adding only a few extra details like a ruffle or a belt, blocking out colours in the classic red, green and white. I printed out the outlines, having 2 copies of everything. I cut out the full shape of the basic clothes piece. I then used the copies to cut out any details or extra pieces that would be in a different colour than the base. For the more complex pieces, like the stripy tights, I wrote little codes on both the base and the cutout details to remember which piece goes where. I then went through my felt collection and picked out the colours I wanted to use. Now to transfer the templates to the felt. For each piece, make sure to flip over your template so the front of the felt stays clean. I did promptly forget to do this for the other pieces, but so long as all matching base and detail pieces are drawn the same way round, it will all be okay. Just something to be aware of if you're cutting any shapes that has a right way or a wrong way round. I used a biro pen to draw around the templates for all the pieces I needed, making sure the details were in a different colour to the base piece. I had this shiny star white felt that I decided to use for the t-shirt bases too. Cut out all your pieces. You'll need pretty sharp scissors for this, but just go slowly. I also realised at this point the red I was using was actually the red shiny star felt, but I actually quite liked how they looked, so I kept it too. Now to put it all together. Using fabric glue, spread a thin layer onto the backs of the detail pieces and add them to the bases. Do this for all the items of clothing. Once it's all dried, time to add some extra touches. I found these tiny coloured bells. I picked out a few to go on some of the outer layer of clothes. Then using a needle and thread, attach them to the clothes. Make sure to add a knot at the end of the thread and sew the bells on where you want. Once all the bells were added onto the piece, tie off the thread nice and tight so nothing is coming loose. I added bells to the t-shirt, the end of the hats, the dress and the dungarees. Finally, time to add the clothes to the line. I'm using the red twine I used in yesterday's craft. Starting by creating a loop at the end of the twine, then using mini wooden clothes pegs, peg each piece onto the line. I kept the middle of the peg in the middle of the twine, so I could move the pieces up and down the line as I needed. After all the clothes are added, cut your twine to the length you want, adding a loop to the other end, and your elf clothes washing line garland is complete.
that's the elves washing all sorted. And the end of day 2. Give it a like if you're loving these Christmas craft videos so far, and I'll see you tomorrow for a very jelly Christmas, day 3.